Hello, my name is Andrew Keener, and I'm the founder and CEO of Keener Strategy, Chicago's finest for scaled agile training, consulting, and workshops. Thank you for joining me for an introduction to the Scaled Agile Framework. In this video, we will explore how we implement lean agile practices at the development team level, which is the basis of all effective scaling. This is critical to understanding the foundations of the Scaled Agile Framework 4.0. If you have any questions after this video, please feel free to reach out to me directly anytime by email, andrew@keenerstrategy.com. So what is SAFE? SAFE stands for Scaled Agile Framework. It is a freely revealed knowledge base of integrated, proven patterns for enterprise lean agile development. It's also an interactive website with clickable icons that go to articles, discussions, blogs, and links to the various resources you'll need to be successful with your implementation. Let's take a quick look at the framework. You can see that it's founded upon and organized around teams. Teams are the fundamental construct. You can see them at the base of the big picture. Teams are the goose that lay our golden agile egg. And we want to create teams and help them be and stay incented to do their best work. The program level in the middle is where a group of agile teams work together to deliver a larger solution. And of course, the customer is part of our solution here at the top. This larger structure in the middle is called the Agile Release Train, which we'll come back to in a second. The Agile Release Train is the organizational construct, typically virtual, that delivers solutions. Now, let's talk about implementing lean agile practices. It all starts with the agile team, and nothing beats an agile team. You see the teams here on the left, and you notice immediately that they are cross-functional. They work together, they're co-located whenever possible, and they execute the basic scientific method of plan, do, check, and adjust. They're cross-functional, largely self-organizing, and largely self-managing. To whatever extent we can achieve it, they are self-contained. They can define, build, and test a thing of value. They apply that basic scientific practice in what we call sprints or iterations, where they plan, do, check, and adjust together. They do that on a cadence, and they do it frequently. They make it routine by doing it routinely. Really, that's all they do. That is the development model. Plan, do, check, adjust, and deliver value every 2 weeks. Teams also frequently integrate because, as Dantar Oosterwals pointed out in his book, The Lean Machine, integration points control product development. And we don't know the status of the final solution until the highest point of integration is completed. So we try to avoid physical branching for software wherever we can, and we frequently integrate hardware branches. We try to continuously integrate our software branches, and we use development by intention for inter-team dependencies to help separate those concerns a little bit and let each team go on fairly quickly down their road. Agile teams apply test automation, and that supports rapid regression testing. Why do we need that? Because when we're providing these basic cycles, each time we make a change, we have to make sure that the system as a whole still works. Some degree of test automation is going to be mandatory for that. The tests need to be implemented in the same iteration as the code, and tests are maintained under version control. They're part of your system. Passing and not passing tests are the real progress indicators. Previously, we said nothing beats an agile team. Actually, though, there is one thing that beats an agile team. That's a team of agile teams. They work together and take an approach that says, let's take these plan, do, check cycles and let's accumulate those into larger cycles and then adjust. We call this the Agile Release Train. The Agile Release Train aligns 50 to 125 practitioners to a common mission. We say 125 as this relates to Dunbar's number. We apply cadence and synchronization using program increments every 6 to 12 weeks, typically 10. These sprints, or iterations, add up very quickly into larger amounts of value at the increment level. We provide vision, roadmap, and architectural guidance, and there may be 10 to 15 teams on the train. For example, let's say we're going to implement single sign-on. We need to decide how to do that, and we want everybody to do it the same way and to make sure that we don't introduce security holes in our single sign-on mechanism. Those teams then have some architectural runway. Architectural runway isn't a model or a design, it's existing code. It's hardware components and software functionality that technically enable near-term business features. We use this metaphor because features need to land like a jumbo jet on a stable runway. The more often you land a jumbo jet on a runway, it could deteriorate. So we show this red runway line going up and down because it does go up and down. We repave the runway, we build some, we use some, we refactor, we consume, we build some, use some. And we use the term enablers to refer to a construct of work or a work item that helps us build the things that we need to host the features that we'll require. They help us build up the runway and even extend it. Features consume the runway. We're landing those jumbo jets on it. The business features use the runway, and pretty soon we need more runway. That means we must continually maintain the architectural runway. So we build it, we use it, and extend it again and again over time. Now your next step is to gain the knowledge. If you need information on upcoming classes and more, check our website, www.keenerstrategy.com. If you have any questions after this introduction about the slides or its contents, feel free to reach out to me directly anytime by email, andrew@keenerstrategy.com. You can also explore the SAFE knowledge base and find other free resources at scaledagileFramework.com.